Hello, everybody. Peace. I have a few things to say. With all the nationality going on all over the world, a lot of people are confused still. And that's okay because not everybody's going to get the awakening right away. And it's going to take some studying, it's going to take of questions being asked and more understanding or understanding. But I'm looking at what's going on in the Caribbean. In all the islands, there's a heightened sexual predatory behavior. And I think it stems from all those, I'm not blaming anybody, but there's been an influx of huge cruise ships that just cruising by to get what they want and leave. There's no real economy generating out of that in terms of the locals. And because the locals are not aware of what's really going on worldwide with the economy, and that the dollar, especially the American dollar, that every America, the United States, really is a corporation, and that if they push out the US dollar more and it's more in circulation, they get to stay longer in this corporate world matrix ideal. And even though I'm speaking this right now, a lot of people don't get it still. Okay? The world is changing. People are demanding truths, and the Caribbean is right now is slow at getting it. Yes, there are some people, but there's still those people who are manipulative to use it for their own gains. Okay, so one of the things I like to tell you is not to be so freely in issuing or going and get a birth certificate, or in using your birth certificate. You don't need identification. You're American. All of you in the Caribbean, you're America. The Americas is the Caribbean, South America, North America, all the way to the top of North America, the North Pole there, what they call, which is really Morocco. It's the dominion, our dominion, and our birthright is being stolen since 1925. Yeah, when they created the Articles of Incorporation, which says that they were gonna incorporate all these places and steal from the Moors, make us go bare feet again, make us not be so proud of people and loving people and sharing people, because we fed the world, we still feed the world, but we do not knowing that they're stealing from us. And we have this perceived idea that everybody else is wealthy, and these so-called white people, okay, they're here to help us, but really they come to take. They're like vampires. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but that's more truthful than it is a lie. What you are living is a lie. What you actually see going around all around you is a lie. So dig and ask questions. There are videos out there. You could look up from indigenous to African American. Okay, and that same, I can't remember his name right now, the same producer, the same person who does that, he does a lot of other series telling the truth of what's going on in terms of our identity, or what's been going on, that the change from, indigenous aboriginals to Indians. That's who we were called. We were called Indians because they thought they came to India. This place was India, which was the place that they now call India is Hindustan. Okay, whatever you're being taught in the Caribbean, it's all falsehood. It's the matrix. It's a lie. It's a big fat lie. That's basically what it is. And the religious state that they created and give you Jesus It's a lie. The other day, a woman comes to me when I was telling the truth. She says, "Oh, Jesus love you. It's not about race anymore." I said, "Yes, you're right. It's not about race because there's only one race, right? And that it's about honor. It's about honoring your ancestors by telling the truth. And the people who are now still stealing, like the banks and the Quebec government, Canada government, the United States government, they're still telling a lie. They're in de facto. But this is the time for truth, and it has to stop because too much has happened. Too many people are dying. The world is suffering. All these things that are happening in the universe, the earth is feeling the lies and the pains they had. It has enough. It has enough of it. It's alive, okay? And it's tired of what's really going on because there's no truth in anything. Okay, the so-called democratic system is a lie. It's a slave system. You know what they did is they copied you. They had a twin made of you using your birth certificate, and they had, capital letter when you get your bills. Even that is a fraud because they're sending you a bill from a corporation and you assume that it's you, but they're sending it to your corporation that they created. So when you're awake, you have to know how to deal with that because you have to, when you're in your proper person, you're the flesh. You're not a corporation. So the law says it's flesh to flesh. Okay, you cannot be a corporation sending somebody a bill. And then to take you to court, they have to prove that the person that they take in court is actually the person that they have sending out those documents to. Not the person, but the live flesh individual or man. So you're dealing with corporate person because corporation is a person, and you're dealing. We are a man. We are living flesh. So you have to know how to deal with that. And the Caribbean who's fighting over this party color and that party color, that got to stop that, done that over, because it doesn't matter which one. If you don't know the truth, you're still being robbed because people are taking your land. They're killing you off. Your food is poison. The food that's coming in is poison, and they're generating more of this fake money to maintain the status quo. So you need to have information to know how to deal with these people. It's got to stop. Okay? Peace out. This is my first live on YouTube, but I had to just try it or do it because there's been a lot that I'm seeing happening, and it has to stop. Because like people are tired of the slavery. People are tired of the lies. Mothers are tired of seeing their children, and Mother Earth especially is tired of it. We are mothers of the earth. Okay? We don't just feel for us, we feel for everybody. Okay, so I had to say my piece. And those people like Justin Trudeau of the so-called Canada that just only exists on paper, incorporated in Washington, D.C. under Confederation, stop lying to people. Stop it. Stop stealing from us and stop putting our people in the street, okay? Stop lying about the natives or Aboriginal indigenous that you created under corporation, and let the people know that this is Northwest Africa. You're gonna curse yourselves if you continue. You're gonna curse Canada, the so-called Canada or the Canadian citizens. Stop lying to them. Stop it. Stop it.